Welcome back. If I asked you how old you are, you would probably give me a number based on your birth year. But in 2026, that number is becoming irrelevant. We are witnessing the death of chronological age, and we are seeing the rise of biological age. Today, we are not talking about how to just live longer. We are talking about how to live younger. This video is the definitive guide to the 2026 longevity protocol. We are going to cover the 3 cutting-edge pillars of reversing your biological clock: precision, nutrition, zone 2, cardio training, and the new wave of sleep tech. Plus, we will discuss the financial reality of living to 100, because if you are going to live forever, you better have the money to pay for it. Let's dive in. First, let's understand the landscape of 2026. Home-based epigenetic testing kits are now as common as a thermometer. 5 years ago, only billionaires, like Brian Johnson, were obsessively measuring their organ age. Now you can buy a test at Walgreens for $50. If you haven't taken a biological age test yet, that is your first assignment. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Now let's talk about Pillar 1: hyper-personalized nutrition. Forget the fad diets of the early 2020s. Forget generic keto, paleo, or carnivore. In 2026, we follow data-driven dining. Continuous glucose monitors, or CGMs, represent the new standard. They are no longer just for diabetics. They are for anyone who wants to avoid inflammation. The latest 2026 models are non-invasive patches that also measure lactate and alcohol levels. Here is the protocol: wear a sensor for 2 weeks. Eat your normal diet. Watch the app. You might find that oatmeal spikes your blood sugar, but eggs do not. Or maybe it is the opposite. Your friend's superfood might be your poison. The goal for longevity is simple. Keep your glucose curve flat. Spikes in blood sugar accelerate aging by damaging your collagen and your blood vessels. So, stop guessing and start measuring. Pillar 2: movement medicine. Specifically, Zone 2 training and rucking. If you walk into any gym in America right now, you will see seniors walking on treadmills with weighted backpacks. This is called rucking. Why is it the biggest trend of 2026? Because it builds bone density and cardiovascular health simultaneously without the high impact of running. Osteoporosis is the silent killer of independence. Rucking fights back. Combined with this is Zone 2 training. This is exercise where you can maintain a conversation, but it requires effort. It is not a casual stroll, but it is not a sprint. You need to spend 150 to 180 minutes a week in this zone. This stimulates your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells. As we age, mitochondrial function declines. Zone 2 training is the only proven way to reverse that decline. It is literally cleaning out the rust from your body's engine. Now let's move to Pillar 3: the sleep sanctuary. In 2026, sleep is not a luxury, it is a medical necessity. We now know that the brain cleans itself of toxins, specifically amyloid plaques associated with Alzheimer's, only during deep sleep. The glymphatic system needs about 7 to 8 hours to do its job. But here is the new tech update. Smart mattresses with temperature regulation are now mainstream. Your body temperature needs to drop by about 2 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate deep sleep. If you are waking up hot, you are aging faster. Invest in cooling sheets or a cooling mattress pad. Also, look at the lighting in your home. By 8 p.m., your house should look like a campfire. Red and amber lights only. Blue light from your TV or phone suppresses melatonin, the hormone that repairs your cells. Turn the screens off or wear blue light blocking glasses. Now I want to address the elephant in the room: financial longevity. If you follow these protocols, there is a very good chance you will live well into your 90s, or even past 100. This changes everything about retirement planning. The old 4% rule for withdrawing. Your savings might not work if your retirement lasts 40 years instead of 20. We are seeing a massive shift towards the 60-year career. This doesn't mean working in a coal mine until you are 80. It means micro-retirements and encore careers. Many people are taking a break at 60 and then starting a new, lower-stress business or consulting role at 65. This serves 2 purposes. 1, it generates income to preserve your capital. 2, and more importantly, it provides cognitive reserve. The fastest way to age your brain is to stop using it. Complex problem-solving, social interaction, and learning. New skills are the best defense against cognitive decline. So do not look at retirement as a permanent vacation. Look at it as a pivot to a new chapter of contribution. Finally, let's talk about the Blue Zone Factor community. Loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That statistic hasn't changed. In 2026, we are seeing the rise of co-living communities for active agers. These are not nursing homes. They are like college dorms for people over 50. Shared kitchens, shared gardens, shared activities. If you are living alone in a big suburban house, isolated from your neighbors, you are at risk. Consider downsizing into a walkable community, where you bump into people every day. Your biology craves connection. So, let's recap the 2026 protocol. Measure your biological age, not your chronological age. Use a continuous glucose monitor to personalize your diet. Start rucking in Zone 2 training for your mitochondria. Cool down your sleep environment. Plan your finances for a 100-year life. And stay socially connected. Aging is inevitable, but decay is optional. You have the tools, the technology, and the knowledge to make the next decade your healthiest yet. Start with one change today. Maybe it is buying that weighted backpack. Maybe it is changing your light bulbs. Whatever it is, take action. Thank you for watching. Here is to living long and living strong. I will see you in the next video.